Well, hello. I was minding my own business this afternoon and I took a walk outside after I made some bread, homemade bread, and my afternoon got a little bit exciting because I actually ran into, and I drew it out for you so you know, because I wanted to show you. I actually ran into Puffy Christmas Cone. That's Puffy Christmas Cone. Oh yeah, he's got shoes too that match. That's right. He goes by the name of PCC. It's Puffy Christmas Cone. And he's the real deal. I mean, he's got a plaid cone and blingy, shiny medallion jewelry. Question becomes, what exactly was he doing out there this afternoon while I was walking around the neighborhood? I kind of wondered myself because, you would think that a cone, plaid in nature, I mean, come on, really, it's winter, but, an ice cream cone that talks? I was astounded. I did kind of ask him a couple questions. I wasn't afraid. He seemed kind of small in stature, so I asked him what the heck was he doing downtown. And he said, well, it's like this. He was about to catch people later, but he wanted to make himself known that today because of just, he was trying to be him, I guess. But so I kind of had a little discussion with him, and he said, I feel compelled to tell you this story that I once had with a certain friend that he had that was named Daniel the Duck. And I said, Daniel the Duck? How could you possibly have a duck for a friend? You're an ice cream cone. And he said, it's all good. I mean, stuff comes to life every day, right? I mean, I'm like, okay. I mean, I was open to listening to him, so he told me about Daniel the Duck, and I sat there and listened. I actually stood there because I was on the sidewalk, but he offered me a candy cane, and I said, okay, sure. So we sat, stood, and spoke about Daniel the Duck. Puffy Christmas Cone proceeded to tell me his story. So I was walking along, he said, and I was near my home, which was, of course, the local dairy in town, because after all, he's made of ice cream. And he had already baked his cone, and he was good to go. And let me just add, he is of the pistachio flavor. Just wanted to mention that, as you can tell he's got the green here. So after he, had exited the dairy and he was kind of going about his day, he wanted to go to town to purchase some Christmas attire. So he had to walk because he doesn't have a car. So he went about his way to the store to go look for some velvet in nature, red. I would say, of course, appropriately enough, would be like a red hat with white, that kind of thing. So he was on his way to there, and what happened is he met Daniel the Duck. Now, Daniel the Duck, really, I have no clear vision of him because he has a big mouth, obviously, you'll see the story, but he definitely is not visual in this account, but I'll paint the picture for you. Picture a large, big duck that has a big mouth and, frankly, fat and obnoxious. So basically, fat meaning not derogatory, but I'd say plump, just for the account of the information's sake. And so he was going to town and he met Daniel the duck. They kind of, at first, were friends. They got along well. They talked about their hobbies. They had the similar interests. I would say that they had a lot in common. And then around the bend, in the walk to the town, things turned kind of to a different way, which were basically Daniel the duck was telling Puffy Christmas Cone how to walk down the path, and he proceeded to tell him that green that was not the best, and it was not the best color for him, and that frankly the plaid kind of clashed with his actual whole makeup of who PCC was. That's Puffy Christmas Cone, PCC. And so PCC kind of was like, what? What the heck are you talking about? You're a darn duck and you're telling me ABC, I need to do things this way. And you cannot tell me how to do my things because you are not me. But he's like, yeah, you suck. And PCC was like, yeah, no, it's not true. What the hell? And so the argument kind of escalated a little bit. And it wasn't really an argument, it was kind of debating back and forth. And it was like this obnoxious quack, 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 quack. And PCC, comfortable in all his essence of waffle coneness and perfectness for the season, it's like, you want to tell me how to walk down the road, and you know that the outcome of what this is going to be, I'm not buying it. And frankly, I need to kick your butt off the road because you're really cramping my style. So Daniel the duck was kind of like, okay, you want to challenge me, go ahead. So PCC was all about transparency. So he was just like, yeah, it's not cool to tell people step by step how you're supposed to get things done and how you're supposed to walk down the road, because you're supposed to be unique. I'm not a duck, Daniel, and you're not a puffy Christmas cone. So embrace that and think about that for a while, because everybody's got a way to walk down the road. And that way is not necessarily any more right than your way. Daniel the duck, he kind of stood with that and pondered it, quacked a little bit, and was like, yeah, I'm going to still tell you that my way is the only way to interpret and understand and also walk down the road. So I would say that Daniel the duck has no clue, because I kind of am on the side of Puppy Christmas Cone at this point. During the story, he's dripping a lot of pistachio ice cream at this point because he's passionate about what the heck happened to him. I would say that, oh my God, I just heard a quack. Oh, that was a close call there. I thought that was Daniel, but If it was, who cares? But anyway, they almost reached the end of the town, to the path to the town, and they were, almost right there. And there was a large ditch filled with like really nasty water. And Puffy Christmas Cone, he took one of his little feet. It was actually this green one right here. And he proceeded to boot Daniel the duck right into the damn ditch. And like, Daniel the duck flew up in a flurry of white feathers, and he was still spewing from his mouth that like, this is the way things should be. And PCC was like, listen, you're getting up in like my space, and like, you definitely like can't get it that people are unique and things are different for a reason. They're different for a reason. And you can still have good outcomes and still experience wonderful things without everybody doing it the same stinking way. So, Daniel the duck was quite at home in the water, unfortunately, so it really didn't affect him that much. But the water was muddy, and he just felt gross in there, probably, I would say. But he like basically booted him and went to his store that he wanted to go to, proceeded to get the really snazzy hat that he's got on, and PCC, let's just say, was not affected by Daniel the duck. He was, but Daniel the duck, in his mind, I truly believe did learn a few things from PCC, which was uniqueness and creativity and respect. Yes, respect. An actual ice cream cone can respect a duck. It was just proven, and vice versa. So I was like astounded at what happened. My mouth was open. I was just amazed after his story that he had told the tale of on that day that he had gone to the town to purchase Christmas attire. So, needless to say, my walk in between making some bread for the day was that was extraordinary. You'll never know really who you're gonna meet or encounter or learn from. Just keep that in mind. That's what I got from the story. And as for Daniel the duck, will he be forever changed? I would hope so. Because guess what? There's going to be a lot of puffy Christmas cones that enter his world along his life, and he's going to be probably told the same thing for the most part. So you would think that he would learn from this. So unfortunately, sometimes learning and then also practicing respect is not the same thing. So, but anyway, thanks for tuning in again, friends, to another, if you haven't already guessed, episode of Little Lovey on the Perch. I'm on the perch, but I'm at my desk, and of course I just told you the story of the fascinating puffy Christmas cone who we ran into this afternoon. And stay tuned for another gripping segment. And I hope all of you are doing well. All right, take care. Peace out, as Puffy Christmas Cone would say, and I actually say it too. Peace out.